I thought that after the bus ride that rocked us for 10 hours straight, we'd settle at the base of a mountain. With the snow, the cold we had craved to shiver for was kneecaps away from where all the tourists landed. So we trudged steady, tepid between its toes, as we shut off our jackets, and wiping off the first bead of sweat, set out to scale the desert feet to the summit. With 2 steps ahead, a grandma of 3 or 4 was selling free Wi-Fi with clean beds, hot food for $10 a night in a hotel. Plugging ourselves back into the world we just fled, who could complain?
We're now going to explain the emergency procedures on this British Airways aircraft. The
May we
captain
have your
and crew
attention,
are here for your
please?
safety.
Please do not leave cases or parcels unattended anywhere on the station.
First, check your
Any
seatbelt
unattended
to
articles
fasten.
are likely to be removed without warning.
The buckle and tighten by pulling on the loose end. To
Customer
unfasten,
information.
simply lift up the
Please
metal
do
flap
not
of the
leave
buckle
cases
and pull
or
it
parcels
out.
unattended
Find the seatbelt
anywhere
sign
on the
hanging
station.
above your head.
Any unattended articles are likely to be removed without
We'll
warning.
provide extension seatbelts for infants.
Sometimes the quiet is invisible and deafening. It is white noise broadcasting from TV. Commercial breaks selling sleep in between. Try something new today, and the city never sleeps. Blasting Hyacinth House through the headphones does not make it leave. It is persistent. It skulks about till the end of a Skype call with your sister, returning after goodbye, good night, repeating silent verbatim, going high. Do you miss me? This part of town had buildings with bricks from their great-great-grandfathers' times. Some of the houses had drinking holes in the ground floor where they made rice beer every week. Businessmen, sages, students, and drunks all wanted the same hit. We'd spent that day dodging the roads and scouring the alleys for interesting conversation. At 4 p.m., we followed the metal metronome ringing near a police station. A group of craftsmen, unmoved by the eye of the camera, steady hands and nerves. I asked him if the statue he was carving was for someone special. A part of me wished he would say he'd been designing this particular bust for months. He said that he'd been sculpting the same god every day for 30 years. He talked about his son gone abroad for work, something more ambitious. We talked about a secret puppet show that happened around this time in the next block, a sacred tradition to teach the puberty-struck teenagers about sex. We wanted to know if the ghost of urban progress had been kind to their craft, if a new shop selling designer clothes and second-hand iPhones had picked themselves up as quickly as they did after the earthquake. He said that bricks were just bricks, old and new, the same dust when it all fell. I remember it like an ordinary day. Seeing hot air balloons when I was little. I recall flying over the 3D map of hills and brick buildings, as if it were the only thing anyone did in such a fine day of summer. It was ages ago, until I saw them again. Curious to relive nostalgia, I asked my father, my mother, if they remembered the trip we had taken. How we didn't see those floating giants in the air anymore. If they remembered still when our skies housed colorful flying spots. They said no. That in fact, that trip never happened. That I was too young. That there wouldn't have been any balloons in the air back then. Maybe it was just a dream, recurring in traces I was following. Maybe I remembered because I had seen nothing to forget. If I had indeed flown when my memory was still in its playful infancy, it would change the color of the balloon, the size, and the landscape each time I remembered the trip. But it didn't matter if it was really there or not. If it was my dream, or someone else's. If it was in fact a day in my life, or a night of sleep.